Hello everyone, I'm the Better Man and welcome to Putis. So with Batman vs Superman having just come out, there are discussions everywhere. Who would win in a fight, Batman or Superman? And since the answer is obvious, Superman, I decided to make a video about other matches Superman and Batman have been put into by the fans. So here are the top 10 Batman and Superman matches. Number 10. I've put Superman vs Dr. Manhattan so low on the list because it's not really an interesting match. Dr. Manhattan is so powerful that he could basically destroy everyone. With powers like knowing what's going to happen and having complete control over everything, I don't think this would be a real match. The only reason why people like to point this battle out as a possible matchup is because people say Superman is overpowered, even though I disagree with that. And Dr. Manhattan is also overpowered. So what happens when you put two overpowered characters in a battle? Well, Superman gets disintegrated before the battle even begins. Number 9. Batman vs Daredevil is a lot more interesting because they're very similar characters. They're both angry vigilantes who use martial arts to fight crime. Their fighting style is very similar, their philosophies are very similar, and they both use fear as a weapon. But there are two major differences. The first is Batman has a lot more money and a lot more gadgets, while Daredevil is basically broke and only has his batons. And Daredevil has superpowers. He has a sixth sense which he can use to see even though he's blind. So to pick a winner for this matchup is a lot more difficult, because they both use stealth as a primary weapon, but Batman couldn't use stealth on Daredevil because of his sixth sense. I do believe that Batman's fighting style is superior to that of Daredevil, but Daredevil's sixth sense would be a real pain in the ass for Batman. But I do believe that Batman would eventually win this battle because Batman has fought a lot stronger characters than Daredevil. Even though this would be a fight that could go both ways, I think Batman would eventually come out on top. Number 8. Batman vs Punisher is a really interesting match because Batman and the Punisher are both polar opposites. Where Batman has a strict no killing rule, the Punisher kills everyone he thinks needs killing. So it's not hard to imagine why they would fight. They both are very skilled, the Punisher with guns and Batman with his fists. So it would be interesting to see how this battle would play out. Would Batman's skill and brain overwhelm the Punisher? Or would the Punisher's superior firepower beat Batman? Number 7. When it comes to power, Superman outclasses Thor by a very large margin. Superman is faster, stronger and has more abilities. But Thor has one trump card over Superman: magic. Magic is one of Superman's primary weaknesses, something Thor can take advantage of. But since Superman is literally faster than light, I think Superman could avoid Thor's lightning, but Superman has taken hits from slower things, so that's not a sure thing to happen. Superman would need to hit Thor more often than Thor would need to hit Superman, but since Superman has experience with fighting magic uses at the same level as Thor, I think eventually Superman would win it. Number 6. Captain America and Batman are the peak of what a human can be. They've both done things no human in their respective universe could have ever hoped to do. Like fighting Superman multiple times or kicking the Hulk in the balls. They both are the tactical minds of their respective teams, and they both try to kill as few people as possible. But there are a lot more differences than similarities. Batman uses fear and Captain America uses hope. Batman works during the night while Captain America stands in the light for everyone to see. They're both very skilled combatants, but Batman has mastered every single fighting style on the world, but Captain America is only familiar with every single fighting style. Batman has more gadgets, even though Captain America's shield is a lot better than anything Batman has, except maybe for his Batmobile. But the main thing Captain America has over Batman is Captain America is stronger and faster. But that's not a sure thing to beat Batman with. Batman constantly fights criminals who are stronger, faster than him, so the fact that Captain America is both of those things doesn't really give him the clear advantage. Although it would be a very long fight and very close, I think Batman would eventually come out on top. Number 5. Batman vs Black Panther is probably the closest match of every single match on this list. Because they're so similar. They both are very rich, they both are genius, and both of the suits even look the same. I think Batman is just a little bit smarter, but on all the other categories, Black Panther has the minor advantage. So eventually, I think the winner of this matchup would be Black Panther. Black Panther has completely destroyed Captain America, and since Captain America vs Batman is already such a close match, I think Black Panther eventually would beat Batman. Number 4. If there's one character that would be able to take more than one punch from One Punch Man, that would be Superman. Even though I think Superman wouldn't be able to do that. So the outcome of this match is pretty obvious. And that's because One Punch Man is a parody character. It makes fun of how powerful most anime characters are and how serious they usually take themselves. Where Superman is a character that's supposed to be serious. So even though this would be a fun match to watch, I think the outcome is pretty obvious. And the outcome would be that One Punch Man one hits Superman and that's it. End of the fight. Number 3. Superman vs the Hulk is a match many people wanted to see, including me. It would be a fight that spanned over many hours and many buildings would be destroyed. It's a match between the two strongest characters of their universes, not including celestial beings, of course. But who would win in a fight? Both characters have basically unlimited strength and a couple of other abilities. And I believe that Superman is even a little bit stronger, even though a lot of people would argue against it. But this battle wouldn't be decided by the strongest character, because their strengths are so close. So in the end, it would all fall back to their other abilities. And I believe this is where Superman outclasses the Hulk in almost every way. The Hulk has a crazy healing factor and can breathe underwater and in space, but that is nothing compared to his incredible speed, his heat vision, his flying and a lot more. So this battle would be very long, but eventually Superman would win. And even if all these abilities wouldn't be able to subdue the Hulk, Superman could just wait for the Hulk to transform back into Bruce Banner and then beat Bruce Banner. I can hear you saying, well, Doomsday beat Superman, he can't counter Superman's speed, to which I would say, Doomsday is a lot stronger than the Hulk. But this wouldn't be an easy win for Superman. Superman would come out bloody and broken, but the Hulk would be defeated in the end. Number 2. This battle is a classic. Batman and Spiderman. Who would win in a fight? Well, actually, this is a lot less close than you would initially think. Spider-Man's strength and agility and his spider sense put him in a very different league than Batman. Batman's gadgets help him a lot in this battle, but eventually I think Batman would lose to Spider-Man. Batman uses fear and sneak up tactics to defeat his enemies that are stronger than him. But that would not work on Spider-Man because of his spidey sense. You can't sneak up on someone who gets a warning about unexpected danger. It may sound like I'm saying that Batman doesn't stand a chance to Spider-Man, but that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that if they battle 10 times, 8 times out of 10, Spider-Man would win. There just isn't really that much of a competition. But it wouldn't be easy for Spider-Man, because Batman is a very skilled combatant, but it doesn't change the fact Batman lost to Bane, who is basically Spider-Man without his agility and spidey sense. So in conclusion, Spider-Man wins, but is very tired and hurt. Number 1. There isn't really anything left to say about Goku vs Superman, because Death Battle covered it perfectly. I agree with everything they said. So why is it number 1 then? Because people still argue about it, which I think is really silly. Goku hasn't displayed any powers that could defeat Superman. Superman has tanked attacks that destroyed suns. He has hold a black hole in his hand and he can punch with the power of a black hole. And I haven't seen Goku tank attacks as strong as a black hole, and also I haven't seen him deal attacks as strong as 15 supernovas. So if you want to go more in depth about why Superman beats Goku, go to the link in the description below. Thanks so much for watching, and if you liked it, why not subscribe so you don't miss out on the next videos. Let